I look very Russian with this hat. I look like my name should be Vladimir
Or Boris. Boris is also another good option.
or Boris. I will smuggle uranium in my skis.
Welcome to Keystone, another beautiful world-class ski resort in the Rocky Mountains. The run in front of me is called River Run. It looks fairly steep for a blue. The slope is northern facing, so it doesn't seem to get a whole lot of sun, and it can get kind of icy later on in the day, I've heard.
Another thing that we noticed about Keystone, overall, it's less touristy. It's mainly geared for the people who are really good at skiing and they're just here just to ski.
Keystone is really thought of as a family-friendly resort, and I think it is to an extent, but I think some of the green runs might be a little bit too difficult for your true beginner. There's a couple of bunny hills which look pretty reasonable, but I think that the progression from the bunny hills to even some of the easier greens might be a little bit too much for some people. I think Keystone might be a little bit better for people who are intermediate and up. If you're at least intermediate, you'd have a great time here. There's lots of really great terrain.
One of my favorite things about Keystone Resort is it has free parking. That's a huge plus, especially here in the Rockies. Keystone is famous for having this particular run. This is a 3.5-mile long run. It's called School Marm. It's a green run. So oftentimes you'll have a lot of beginners skiing down it, which is great. However, it can be crowded, so that is the caveat.
Because it's so early season, there's really not a lot of runs open. I read it was about 18%, and there aren't too many blacks or double blacks open. So what we noticed when we were skiing, it was congested, crowded, lots of different abilities all in the same runs. And I think that's, pretty intimidating for some of the less skilled skiers.
Earlier today skiing, when we got to the top of the mountain, once we got off the chairlift, from a distance you can see this lake or reservoir. And honestly, it's the best view I've ever seen from top of a mountain, just kind of looking further down and you see like a body of water. It adds an extra level of beauty to the view that's already very beautiful.
I believe this is called the Dillon Reservoir. You can see that part of the Dillon Reservoir is a little bit frozen on the top, kind of crusty, I guess. I wouldn't want to swim in it. I love the River Run Village area.
Lots of shops I see, and my favorite place is that place that serves hot drinks.
Ink Spot.
Ink Spot.
Yeah.
It's a weird name.
It's a weird name, but they make the best white hot chocolate ever.
Yeah, which is a drink I've never had before. White hot chocolate. Not regular
Not
hot
brown
chocolate.
chocolate.
It's white chocolate. So that was unique. There's something I find particularly satisfying in any ski trip is the idea of it being so cold outside, but then you go inside a warm place and buy a warm drink. There's something happy about this whole sequence. It's like Zen. I know my mustache is white because of the cream, but it's okay. It's okay.
When booking this trip, I didn't really read a whole lot online about all the construction, but you're going to put in a new hotel and condo complex, so I think it'll be pretty nice when it's done. It's just during the construction process, it's a bit construction-y. Christmas is exactly 1 week away from today, and because it's Christmas, the village area is decorated with Christmas lights and lots of Christmas decor. It's very charming.
Most ski resorts have this theme of winter wonderland, but it's extra special during Christmas time.
I love the snowflake. There's snowflakes like this all throughout the village. If you like to ice skate, there's also ice skating at Keystone as well. When I was a kid, I really could have used one of those blue or red devices that's almost like a plastic walker or something, because they didn't have those when I was a kid, and I've gone ice skating a few times, but I am not good at all.
I can only imagine how cool Keystone is with 100% of the runs open. I feel the snow quality and the length of the runs and the width of the runs is fantastic, world class.
So even though we are at Keystone early season, the snow is not perfect. The runs that are open are a little bit crowded. We still had a blast, and we would love to come back later on in the season when the snow is better, when there's more snow, and when there's more terrain open.